Zhang Weili went right to the legs immediately. Started working on taking the power away from Andrade the further the fight goes. And also, this was doing another thing. When Zhang is going for that inside leg kick, same stance as Andrade, it's kicking out Andrade's left leg to the outside. But what does Andrade always go for? What is her most used weapon? It's that lunging left hook. Right, she dips to her right a lot and enters with that long left hook, and from that she gets on the inside and brawls with you. But because her left leg is getting kicked out, it makes the footing very awkward, where now she has to step forward with her right foot if she wants to pursue for an attack. And Zhang was moving out to her right, but notice Zhang always had her right hand up whenever she expected Andrade to come in on her. She knew that left hook was going to be the weapon for Andrade even coming into this fight. And the fact that Zhang is moving out to her right after these leg kicks, and Andrade is trying to pursue with the left hook, she has to step forward with the right foot, and because of that, she cannot cut off Zhang. Right? Andrade needs her left foot to cut off Zhang that same direction. But her right foot is making her move forward, or even to the right a little bit. It's because Andrade didn't have her left leg to cut off the cage. But the story of this fight is pretty much what I've been preaching for years now. Inside punches beat looping punches almost every single time. And this fight was probably the prime example of that. Andrade, looping hook master, Zhang, straight punches master, right? And from the very first exchange that they had with their hands, you saw Zhang trying to get on the inside with her right straight. She flared out her elbow a little bit where she wasn't able to connect with the right hand, but she's punching with Andrade. So she's going to be able to beat Andrade because when you punch on the inside of looping punches, you can use your shoulder to block. The punches are faster to reach the target because it's a straight narrow path rather than this detour or this arc, which is actually lengthening the distance for the punch to land. And not just punches, Zhang also use elbows. It's pretty much the same kind of thing. It's pretty much the same principle, right? It's coming on the inside, it's coming over the top, and it's a short range strike where Andrade is very comfortable at. So as Zhang lands that elbow, she tries to come over the other side with the left hook, but Andrade actually goes for a straight right. So this is why Zhang was able to land first, or able to land on the inside, because Andrade actually used the straight punch where Zhang tried a little bit of a looping punch. Even that slight loop causes Andrade to strike at the target first. And as usual, you see Andrade leap forward with that big left hook, and it's kind of a slapping punch here. And as soon as Andrade goes for another straight right hand, Zhang goes and parries it and comes with a counter right straight. Andrade's trying to follow that up with another looping left hook. And because that there's no guard, there's no block from Andrade, she's constantly looking forward to attack Zhang. Straight punch beat the looping punch, got in there first, and actually hurts her more than I've ever seen in Andrade's entire career. You could probably say Rose's knee that dropped Andrade may have done more damage, but this completely put Andrade in another dimension. And what do you see? The natural instinct. Whenever fighters get hurt, whenever they're completely rocked, they go to their natural instinct. Strikers will strike, boxers will throw punches and block, kickboxers, Muay Thai artists will start throwing kicks and try to clinch up with elbows and knees. Andrade is a slammer. Andrade is a grappler. She always looks to take opponents down. This is why she's always moving forward, trying to press you up against the cage, because eventually she goes for that single leg high crotch, pick you up slam. It's just so natural for her. That's her instinct. So she goes for the hips, she goes for the legs. And what does Zhang do? Drives in a left underhook, so it creates some separation and distance between them. All she really needs is that left underhook and something to post, and then she has the right distance to throw knees at Andrade. And because Andrade is so strong, she's able to push Zhang up against the cage, but Zhang lets go of the left underhook and frames on Andrade. Now instead of creating separation for the knees, she's creating separation for the elbows, and from this, she is hammering Andrade with these elbows. And from all this, you could just tell Zhang Weili has killer instinct, 100%. When she smells blood, she's going for the kill. From that right hand that rocked Andrade beyond belief, she knows when to go for the finish, and that's great to see for the future of this young fighter's career. But talk about these elbows. A lot of people are saying that these are illegal elbows. They're landing to the back of the head, and actually they are. So we can count right here. The first elbow does not. The first elbow, it almost gets there, but it lands toward the side because Andrade does keep her head up very high. But once she drops her head from this elbow, which seems to stun her a little bit, and then the next one is definitely to the back of the head. And all you need is one of these to land clean, and you completely put the opponent off balance. It can knock out the equilibrium. It can actually just rock them in general. It does a lot of damage, man. Next one also lands at the back of the head, and from this, Andrade lifts her head and tries to throw punches. Zhang starts throwing knees to the body and then lands another quick elbow over the top. These are lightning quick elbows, man. And that elbow also lands to the back of the head. Andrade is trying to fight back, and whenever she lifts her head, Zhang starts going to the body. Whenever Andrade lowers her head, Zhang starts going for elbows, creating a problematic situation for Andrade. And this last elbow, it doesn't seem to land to the back of the head, toward the side of the head. kind of grazing, but could do a lot of damage, like we saw earlier that night with Li Jingliang with that grazing uppercut on Zaleski dos Santos. And as Andrade is trying to get away, Zhang is hunting her down. She misses the left hook and lands a huge right hand, which completely puts Andrade out of it. And you can even see when Andrade is on the ground, she doesn't even have a tight guard around her. You could tell she's very much rocked. The power of Zhang's strikes is absolutely enormous. Nobody thought that someone could outpunch or overpower Andrade, but when it comes to striking power, I think Zhang has everybody beaten. I mean, that last ground and pound shot, that left hook that she dove on top of Andrade with, I mean, you can tell, man, there's a lot of torque, a lot of horsepower whenever she strikes. And nobody really thought that Andrade's defense would get picked apart like that. And not only did it get picked apart here, the juggernaut, the armor that Andrade wears where she's hardly ever hurt in any fight, Zhang smashed right through it. She crushed the armor and finished off Andrade with technique and pure power. So it's an amazing win for Zhang Weili. It's going to be very hard to beat her. She's on a 20-win streak. Her only loss is her very first professional fight. But this is why this division is the best division in women's MMA right now. So much talent, so many skilled fighters. Anybody can really lose at any given night. And it's so exciting to watch. So I hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you enjoyed my content, make sure to subscribe. And again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.